Morning, everybody. Just getting ready to room Jasper, and I am going to trim his. We just got done bathing him, and I'm going to trim his little face. He is 2 years old. He's my Yorkie, obviously. You guys are doing good. So, the first thing I'm going to do is trim this bottom part. So, I'm using a few different shears, and I am going to use these are Jason shears, and I'm going to trim the majority of it with this, and then I'm going to come in with these Jason blending shears. Okay, so let's get started. Now, when you're grooming a Yorkie, you need to blend it so that it goes up with the ear here. And so I'm going to take some of it off here. I'm always keeping a very close eye on his ear, and then I can go back in and blend it. And the reason why I want it to flow towards the ears, it gives it a cute little teddy bear look. Okay, so I do that, and then I come back in with these blenders and I just kind of soften the edge. Good boy. And it's a long process, right? So to get them to have that cute little teddy bear face, it's a long process. If you take them to the groomer, they're a lot faster at it, but they do a lot of dogs each day. I just kind of take my time and blend. And he is really well behaved. Some dogs will fight you to do this. Now, when you take them to the groomer, they usually trim the top of the muzzle. I'm not going to trim the top of the muzzle, but I am going to trim the corners of the eyes right here because this can cause staining. Stay. Good boy. So, as I'm trimming, I pull the ear forward and take a look at it, see how things are coming along. Today, I'm not going to trim his body, but sometimes I trim the whole body too. Okay, and then his ear, I'm going to trim this a little bit in the front here. I don't want to take a lot off, just a little. Oh boy. And if you want to trim the ear with clippers right here, you can do that, but I'm not going to do that right now. So, what I'm trying to do is two things. I'm trying to keep the hair out of the eyes, and I'm trying to remove the staining that he has in the corner of his eyes. Some people use a clipper to trim the corners of the eyes. It's a personal preference. If scissors make you nervous, then use clippers. My dogs don't particularly like the sound. They don't particularly like the sound of the clippers, though, or the feel of vibrating on their face. This is a grooming pillow we sell in our shop. It's kind of nice because it makes them feel secure around their neck and they can rest their head. Oh boy. You always want to be aware and careful with the ears. So if you hold on to the ear, that makes them feel more secure. And you also have more control over the issue. So, if they move or whatever, you have a little more control. So he has a very silky coat. His sister Jazzy, my other Yorkie, she has a very cottony coat. So how I trim them and what I do depends on the coat type. His hair is pure silk. Um, One of the things that he has trouble with is his whiskers make his hair poke in his face. So he has, you see his thick whiskers. So the hair is constantly getting up in his eyes. Now, if I was to trim this hair shorter here, it would be in his face even more. So, you know, if you trim the top of this, it'll just be in the hair. It'll just be in the eyes more, you know. I'm just trying to even it out. I'm looking at the length on the top of the muzzle. Good boy. A lot of blending, very time consuming. It does take a lot of time. But I like being able to groom my dogs myself and the safety of my home and save the money. Look, he's got whiskers up here. Let's see. Um, no, I've never heard. I do know the whiskers help them to know the distance when they're going through something, but I've never heard of it knocking them off balance. I trim his whiskers because they stick out so far. He's never had an issue. Just so I'm gonna trim the top of his head now. I'm gonna get him to lay his little head down. Make sure you guys can see. Good boy. Now it's a bit tricky how you want to do this, but what I do is I just hold the hair up to reassure him so I don't accidentally poke him. Trim it off. Then I can go back in and blend it. His hair is pretty long right now. Now, when it's real silky like this, it's a bit tricky to trim because it keeps wanting to lay back down. Got several shears here. You could use a clipper and just go zip, zip, zip. You could just take a clipper and go up over the top of his head, but I like to blend it. So that's the reason that I'm doing it like this. So I could, if I was shaving his body, if I was shaving his body, then I would shave all of this and I would stop at the base of his skull and then I would just blend this out. But as you can see, I'm growing his body out a little bit. So what I want to do is leave it a little bit longer. So I'm basically blending this hair on his neck with this hair on his head, if you can see. So, you're just gonna blend, blend, blend. Good boy. And this hair typically wants to grow towards the ear, so you kind of got to move it down and away from the ear. Be careful of the ears. See, everybody's kind of got their own, when you grow them at home, people have their techniques that work for them. This is just what works for me. I am not a professional groomer. I am a dog mom of four and a breeder. I was a Maltese breeder for years. And now I have one Maltese and I have two Yorkies and a poodle mix. So you see how relaxed he is with this pillow? They really like these pillows. So what I'm going to do now is get rid of the hair so I can see what's going on. How are you guys today? Welcome to the live. So I have a little more trimming to do, and we'll go back in and do a little blending. Now, the blending will help to get rid of those little edges that show up because his hair is so silky. So it won't look choppy like that when we get done. Okay, right now I just want to get the majority of the length off. And then from there I can do the blending. Good job, buddy. Okay, then what I do is I kind of look at where I'm at. Now, his hair is going to fall forward, right? So you want to trim the front of it, obviously, so that he can see. Mhm, mhm. Jasper, what a good boy. What a good boy. All right, so we got a little more trimming to do. Like I said, it's very time consuming, guys. Clippers are much faster. If you just take a clipper with a guide and just go over the top of their head, that's a lot faster. But I feel like you have more control when you're using the scissors, honestly. What do you guys think? If you guys groom at home, do you think you have more control with the scissors or the clippers? I feel like I can take a little bit off with the scissors, whereas the clippers is like whoop, whoop, whoop. Like literally, it happens too fast. Looking better, buddy. Their hair grows so fast, right? Good job, buddy. You're such a good boy. Yeah, such a good boy. All right, now we're gonna do a little blending. So there's two different kinds of blending shears here. These obviously take a lot more hair off. These are for like really thick coated dogs. I bought those. And then I got these. These are really, really fine. These are fine blending shears, okay? So all you do is you just lift the hair up and just blend. It's just gonna takes a little bit off at a time. Be conscious of where the ear is, and it's just gonna make it blend a lot nicer. I'm just using the tip of it. Blend the front of the ears. I can hear it. So if you can kind of keep your thumb over their ear, it helps to comfort them. Okay, let's take a little look how it's going here. So comb it forward, double check your work, pull this forward. You can see that I've got a little more trimming to do right here. See these edges? Job. Perfect. Come together perfect. I don't groom him very often, every few weeks, and I certainly don't trim his hair every time. So that's why it gets a little long, right? So you can see that I'm shaping the face and the top of the head. Once he shakes, it will help me to see how much more shaping I need to do. Good job, buddy. Can you shake? Shake? Can you shake? Good boy. Shake. Mm. So I'm trying to shape the hair around the eyes, the face, and below the ears so that it all blends together. Obviously, you got to pay attention to this hair on the back of the ear. Some people like to do the butterfly ear where this hair grows down long around the ears, but I prefer to keep it shorter. Also, the hair on the very, very tops of the ears here, make sure that matches. And like I said, I'm not trimming his ear leather today, but when I do that, I just use a clipper and usually a 10F blade, and I just trim the back of the ears. How we looking, Jasper? How we looking, little buddy? He's so cute. He's so cute. Guys, good to see you guys. Thanks for joining me live here. Mm. Woke up this morning and listened to some country music, so now I got it playing in my head. I'm back and went, good boy. It's okay. These make a lot more noise, and so they don't usually like them very much. These blending shears, they're just kind of noisy, and it's kind of pulling on their hair a little bit, so sometimes they wiggle around a little bit. All right, let's see here. Good boy. Good boy. Can you shake for me? Will you shake so I can see? Good boy. Good boy. Can you shake? Good job. Good job. See. See, look. See, look. Good boy. Now, if I was trimming his body, how's he look, guys? Now make sure you comb this down. Stay. How's he look? You look good? You look good, huh? What do you think, guys? How's he look? This is Jasper, if you're just joining. He's my Yorkie. He's 2, and he has a pure silk coat. So, trimming his hair, every little thing shows up. Every little hair that you trim shows up. So, it takes a lot of patience and blending. Mm-hmm. So I was just shaping his little face. Looks pretty good. Paying attention to the hair up here, because when they shake their head, you don't want this hair. I'm folding the ear in half, just trimming this hair. Fold the ear in half, trim. Making sure the hair above his ears is even. Looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to trim his little feet. Good morning, everybody. How are you guys? Going to be on for a few more minutes. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Feel free to share this too if you're enjoying it. Okay, if you're just tuning in, I'll probably post some clips of the replay. Good job, Jasper. Good boy. You're going to get a treat. You like treats, don't you? Good boy. See how he's backing up on the table? That's why I use these grooming harnesses. They're for sale in my shop as well. I have a couple of gold ones in stock. So it comes with a suction cup that you can groom them in the bathtub. So let's see. Just gonna get a. This is a slicker brush. He never gets mats, but his sister does. So I use the slicker brush. Just trimming his little feet real quick. Stay. Oh boy. Their paws always grow faster, you know? He's just getting a touch up today. His paw pads are so little. Good job. Okay, next I'm going to use my Hamika and I'm going to trim his little paw pads. 1 second here. So this is my Hamika grooming clipper. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the clipper on here. That doesn't sound good. There you go. Okay. And I'm just going to trim his little paw pads. I like using the vacuum method because it sucks up the hair as you're trimming it so you can see. Super easy. Good boy. See how nice it does? Good boy. Sometimes I'll lay him on my lap to trim it. And sometimes I'll do it here. I'm going to eat the hair, Jasper. He eats everything. See what a nice job that does? This Hamika clipper is amazing. Good boy. I do have more expensive clippers. I have a Bravura clipper. a- I have an Andis clipper. I have a Oster clipper. But I like this one because it has the vacuum attached to it and it gets the hair out of the way for me. That's what I like about it. Here, his little paws. I'm gonna trim his hiney real quick. So it comes with attachment. Stand up. Good boy. Then you can just trim. Okay. Then I will trim. Stay. Stay. Here. Good boy. Keeps the mess out of the way. Stay. See how nice that is? It just sucks it up while you're cutting. Works like a charm. Good boy. Good job. Good job. Okay, that part's done. That is done. You guys have any questions before I hop off? I'll stay in about 5 minutes. The main tools that I use, I tagged in this live. This is a slicker brush. It's $10. If you go to the link in my bio, you will find you can go to my Amazon shop. And these are all JSON clippers. They're my main ones are these. They're just straight shears. They do sell these in a curved as well if you want to use them for the eyes. And then these are just regular blending shears. And these are called chunkers. So these obviously take a lot of hair off. I will tell you that both of these clippers are very sharp, so be careful. These right here, this blade right here is extremely sharp. But the main one I use is this one. This is the JSON clipper. Very nice clippers for the money. I think they're like 25 bucks or something on Amazon. This is just a mini little comb that I use for his face. Just double check my work here. I see that there's a little spot here that needs to be trimmed. As they move around, kind of see areas that need to be touched up. What are they saying, Jasper? What are they saying, huh? Oh, who knows? They probably see the neighbors. How are you guys? See if you guys have any questions. See. Thank you. Good to see you guys. I don't see any questions. Hey, Jasper. Almost done, buddy. I'm going to blend this a little bit more. How many of you guys have gone on my profile and seen Jasper and his sister? So they're actually half brother, half sister. Different moms, same dad, same cute little face. Hey, good boy. Making sure his little mustache is the same length. Oh boy. Now, Pride and Groom makes this stuff called the balm. And what's nice about this is you can use it on their paws. So if they chew their paws a lot or they're out in the hot sun on pavement or you take them for a walk, you just put this on their little paw and rub it in. It's kind of like us using. You like that, buddy? Uh-huh. Probably feels good. The little paw pads are sensitive. Yeah. It really doesn't have much smell to it. Just a little spa treatment for this little guy. Huh. And it's got beeswax in it. He likes it. Oh, he likes it. He is just so good. He's such a good boy, aren't ya? Let's do your back legs. He's like, keep it coming. I like it. I like it. His little tiny jelly bean digits. They look like little black jelly beans. He's maybe 5 pounds. He's pretty tiny. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. This is called the balm, and if you go to my shop, you can buy this. I have a few of them in stock. Good boy. In a minute, I'm going to put his little cologne on. He's got cologne from, should have sucked up the hair off the table. You're so cute, Jasper. Good boy. Yeah, good job. Okay, so that's done. And I wind it back down, similar to deodorant. I'm gonna put the cap back on. Are you sitting on my cap, little buddy? Okay. You don't have to put the cap on, but I do. Keeps it fresh. Got a nice screw cap on it. All right, here we are. Then he's got his cologne. This is called Proud, and this is by Pride and Groom. It smells so good. It doesn't leave like a greasy afterfeel or anything, and then he just smells super good. Super, super good. So hopefully you guys are having a good day. This is not conditioner, but there is conditioner. This I use the Maintain to clean his little face. And I use when I blow dry him, I use this conditioner. You guys can check it out here, right here. This is the leave-in conditioner. I love this conditioner. It does not leave a greasy afterfeel, and I use it on his coat. He's got a very light, wispy coat. This will prevent static. It'll condition their skin, their coat, and it repairs the coat if the coat is damaged. So, yeah, this is a really, really nice conditioner. I use it for my Maltese and for my poodle, and I use it for my Yorkies. What do you think, buddy? Thanks for joining us today, guys. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun seeing you. I need to groom his sister today too, so maybe I'll go live and groom her as well. Her coat's totally different. Her coat is very, very soft, fluffy, full, mats terribly. Completely different type of coat. The best advice I can give people is you have to modify what works for each dog based on their coat type. One product may work really well for one dog and maybe not work well for the other, right? Jasper, good boy. I don't have my treats in here. Are you a good boy? Huh? He loves the attention. Loves it. Loves the attention. Good to see you guys. Okay, we will see you guys next time. Thank you, Mr. Green. All right. If you guys have a shedding problem, these Pride and Groom uh, brushes work well. I did trim his nails too today. My favorite, I have a favorite nail clipper. I'm trying to see where it went. I must have dropped it. Anyway, let me show you guys something. This is the Homika. How many guys have seen this on TikTok? So check this out. This comes out, and I just empty it right into a bag. I hate when the dog hair is like flying all over the room. So I literally just empty it right into a bag here. I should throw it outside for the birds, shouldn't I? And then I use my boar bristle brush to pull the hair off of here. That's it. And it has this really nice filter here. Yep, got this on TikTok a long time ago. Now it's good to go. It is good to go. Thanks for all the hearts, guys. Aw, they said they want you. That's nice. Yeah, he's pretty sweet. All right, watch this. Now I'm gonna take this part off. So you take the clipper off, like so, and you can attach, comes with this attachment, like this, and then I can clean up. Good job, buddy. Are you a good boy? Yeah, he's tired now from getting groomed. He's tired, not stressed. Sometimes he almost falls asleep on the grooming table. He loves attention. Most dogs do, but when you establish a routine with your dog and you have like a grooming table like this, or maybe you set something up on your kitchen table or whatever, your craft table, when you have a routine and they know, he's not even scared of this. It's pretty quiet. But when they know the routine, they know when they're up here what it means, that it's time to be groomed. That's the best advice I can give people is have a routine. The dog will know what to expect and go from there. Okay, if you guys enjoyed any of the products that I talked about today, looking at them and have any questions, let me know, and I will certainly help you the best I can. My two favorite products are probably the leave-in conditioner and the comb. I tagged them in the live. This lasts a long time, months, and I use it for all my dogs. And cologne, the balm, all these you can go to my Shopify store and pick up, or you can buy them at the TikTok shop. And yeah, what are some of the other products I use? This is the Maintain. I use this for their paws and their face. And I use the swipe wipes for maintaining between baths. I'll wash their face. My dogs eat raw food, so their face gets messy. So I usually use the Maintain and I will use the swipe. So both of these products are in my TikTok shop. Okay. Um, Obviously the tools I used today was two different shears, the blending shears and the regular shears. I used, these are not the, these are one pair of my nail trimmers. Oh, here's my other one. These are Miller Forge. I really like these a lot. And what else? That's it. Greyhound comb. Not a whole ton of supplies to groom at home. And as you can see, he's super chill. Are you a good boy? Yeah, he's not stressed at all. He's not stressed at all. He's like, yeah, it's good. It's so good. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Message me if you have any questions. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.